A very good Wednesday morning to everyone out there. Happy hump day. Landon here in the driver's seat to bring you your weather or not forecast courtesy of On Target. Looks to be another damp and dreary morning, at least for us out there. We got this surface low that's pinwheeling, slowly but surely pulling off to the north and east here across the Commonwealth of Kentucky. You can see we've got these showers that are kind of pinwheeling around that surface low. This thing's going to continue to pull off here to the north and east, and we're going to be damp and dreary throughout this morning, but it looks like with any luck, we should get some drier conditions as we roll in here throughout this afternoon. Take a look here across the region, shall we? We've got some dense fog in some locations overlooking the Barren River Lake cam, Morgantown cam, showcasing some low-hanging cloud cover over in that direction as well. Be aware of that before you head out on the morning commute, folks. But outside of that, we're dealing with some of those scattered light showers, so be aware of that visibility regardless before you head out the door. Temperatures hanging out right around the low and mid-60s region-wide, all right? As we work and we progress over the course of the day, we're going to be looking at highs bumping up right around the mid to perhaps even the upper 70s before it's all said and done. And looked at a little bit more rainfall on top of that. We can take a look here at the total rainfall amounts here over the past 48 hours. You can see over an inch over here in Barron County and just 0.3 of an inch over here in Butler County. Those along the central and eastern portions of the Wobbles region have definitely got in on a bit more. A little bit better view of the surface map. You can see that surface low is already occluded as it's pulling off to the north and east. We also have an upper level low that's stuck up there in the Midwest, and that's going to be pivoting around and pinwheeling, and that's going to be keeping shower and storm chances in the forecast for us, at least throughout the end of the work week, and then we could have another little wave moving through here late in the weekend, bringing another round of the wet stuff for us to take in. Getting a look here at the latest short-term model guidance, we'll give you the breakdown. Picking up nicely this morning on that morning wave we were just looking at that's kind of streaming around here and pulling off to the north and east. You'll see here throughout the morning, we're going to keep that alive, that activity, but by the time we get into this afternoon, outside of an isolated pop-up shower or storm, I think we're going to be underneath partly sunny skies, okay? And then we work throughout the overnight, loss of daytime heating, a few hit-and-miss showers. We work throughout the daylight hours of our Thursday. We should be dry for the most part. However, as we work into Thursday night and Friday, here comes another surface low associated with the pinwheeling upper low over the Midwest. Throughout our Thursday night, widespread showers and storms. This continues all the way into our Friday as well. And with any luck, by the time we work into our Friday afternoon, that cold front's going to be east of the region. That will hopefully open up the door to some drier conditions for us to enjoy out there. Before the cold front passes, folks, it is going to remain rather sultry and soupy in the great outdoors. Dew points already hanging out between the low and mid 60s, and folks, I'll just put this into motion. It pretty much stays there all the way through today, all the way through Thursday. Here we are looking at Thursday night, and finally, whenever the cold front passes through here, sometime between sunrise and midday on Friday, we're going to lower the dew points out there. And then we're going to get a little bit more of a return, however, as we progress and work back through the weekend. Friday, we're going to cool down with winds turning out of the north and west, and then we're gradually going to warm back up through the weekend. We could be looking at a major warm-up throughout the early and middle part of next week with an upper-level ridge building in over the region. Take a look here. We'll give you the full breakdown. We're looking at 18 to 20,000 feet up above our head. This is the exact map that we had portrayed yesterday. That pinwheeling upper-level low is going to slowly meander down to the south and east as a trough picks it up and drives it through here. The resulting factor is going to be the numerous rounds of showers and storms. It's not going to be a complete washout, folks. We just broke it down for you there on the short-term model guidance. But look at this thing. Here we are looking at Thursday evening, Friday morning, and then finally, by early Saturday, the trough is going to move out of here and off to the south and east, okay? But keep your eyes up here on this other little weather maker rolling in here out of the northern plains region, because this is what's going to occur as we progress throughout the weekend. Saturday looks dry. We'll be underneath rays of sunshine. We'll get some hotter temperatures in here, back up to around the 80-degree mark. But here comes this other trough, folks, as we work into Saturday night and Sunday with yet another passing front. We're going to be bringing some rain and storm chances right back into the mix for us. And then look at the early and middle part of next week. Large, expansive upper ridge is going to take over. We're going to be looking at much hotter, more humid conditions taking over underneath that big ball of fire. We'll have to keep eyes on this upper low that looks to retrograde back onto the coast. That's an interesting little feature there, and just how far west the precipitation shield would come along with that if that comes to fruition will definitely leave question marks as we get into the latter part of the work week, roughly a week, 8 or 9 days out from our current and present time frame, okay? Now, for the good news, we are not anticipating any sort of severe weather, but we do have a generalized thunderstorm risk that will be present today, tomorrow, and as you can see here, on Friday. So again, no severe weather expected, but any of those showers and storms that get going could pack a punch in the rainfall department, especially Thursday night into Friday morning. Whenever that cold front comes through here, we could see some strong winds coming along with that as well. An additional ½ to inch of total rainfall cannot be rolled out with the activity we are anticipating here over the next 2 to 3 day time frame, and then we'll hold off until late in the weekend before the next round arrives here, okay? Here's your full breakdown of your next 6-day weather forecast for today. Hit and miss shower and storm chances more likely this morning. With any luck, some breaks of sunshine this afternoon. We're going to warm up to near the 80-degree mark. Same song and dance throughout the Thursday time frame, albeit a few degree warmer temperatures. And then widespread showers and storms arrive Thursday night into Friday, along with that passing cold front. That's going to result in Friday afternoon highs not escaping the lower 70s. It should be quite nice. And then we'll be up to around the 80-degree mark Saturday into Sunday with those hit and miss widely scattered storm chances to finish out the weekend. And then, as promised, look at the Monday icon. Rays of sunshine, sure, but look at those temperatures. We're going to be creeping back up between the mid, perhaps even upper 80s by that point in time, with even potentially hotter conditions following in the Tuesday into Wednesday time frame of next week. Folks, that's going to wrap up your Wednesday morning Hump Day edition of your Weather or Not forecast presented by On Target. You all take care of your